Yes, Mr. Chair.
Have you or your office ever found any common thread regarding these officers who were removed for being drug protectors?
Like I mentioned a while ago, sir, we're looking into it right now.
Do you have any suspicions?
Yes, sir, but of course, until and unless I have validated it, it is more responsible for me to first keep it within the office, sir, and we will make the proper announcements, sir, after the proper investigation has been conducted.
Has the NAPOLCOM enacted measures or remedies in order to identify and remove drug protectors from the PNP? Or what I mean, new remedies or new, siguro yung mga bagong hakbang. Have you done any new measures in order to make sure that you are able to identify such police officers?
Sir, we have an existing office there. It's called the Inspection, Monitoring, and Investigation Service. Sadly, it was relegated to the sidelines before my assumption. However, upon my first day in office, I intend to maximize the use of said office called the EMIS, and we will further strengthen that office, Mr. Chair.
Okay, that sounds very good. And do you have any plans on enacting remedies or measures in order to make sure that police officers who are entering service will be less likely to become drug protectors?
Mr. Chair, currently we noticed that one of the main issues is with the recruitment of our police officers, and this recruitment process is currently being reviewed, and we will strengthen the recruitment process of the Philippine National Police, Mr. Chair.
May we expect the outcome of this review to be submitted to the Quadcom?
Yes, sir. We will do that, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, may I just manifest that I think it's very important that we are very familiar with the facts and the processes which lead to the identification of such police drug protectors, and I guess there's no need to state the obvious that there is no space, there is no place for drug protectors in the ranks of the PNP. No further questions, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Suwan. Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is just a short. I cannot raise questions to address to the resource persons that was absent in this hearing, that is absent in this hearing, particularly Colonel Villela and Police Captain Anoba, because per information, they are now in the hospital. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, the opportunity for Colonel Villela to defend and answer queries from this committee, at the same time, yung opportunity sana po to ask Police Captain Anoba with regards to the affidavit that was executed by him in this committee and officially submitted to this honorable committee. Now, with that, Mr. Chairman, may I just request that the copies of the sinumpaang salaysay of Police Captain Anoba will be given to NAPOLCOM and to the IAS para po sila na po bahala no mag-conduct ng investigation with regards to the affidavit, and of course the siguro NAPOLCOM and IAS doon sa deliberation, no, doon sa mga PNP officials involved in this investigation, after the committee report will be approved and adopted in plenary, yung mga section doon with regards to investigation doon sa mga PNP you will be given also those transcript of those deliberation during the committee upon approval of this committee and adoption in the plenary. But for now, Mr. Chairman, I will just officially, we may ask the COMSEC to give a copy of the Sinumpaang Salaysay of ANOVA and for the IAS and for NAPOLCOM for their motu proprio investigation on this matter, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Paduano. We are about to close and terminate this committee hearing, but before that, we'd like to ask our guests to please direct your attention to the screen because the technical staff has prepared a short video in relation to the 15 public hearings that the Quad Committee has conducted. So, Secretariat, can you please play the video?
Matagal na tayong nagtatanong. Pero iisa ang naging sagot.
President-elect Rodrigo Duterte promised to crush crime and illegal drugs in 6 months.
I am committed to stop drugs before I go out. Marami pang patayan. This was my covenant. I will do what is necessary.
Marami ang nagbuwis ng buhay. Tangan ang karapatan.
My campaign against drugs will not stop until the last pusher and the last drug lord are
apat na komite. Isang layunin. Hanapin ang katotohanan. Ilantad ang kabuktutan.
wala pang binanggit kayo mga pangalan panahon mo.
At panagunin ang dapat managot. Tinutukan ng Quadcom ang mga pang-aabuso ng kapangyarihan. Pagkamkam sa lupaing dapat ay para sa Pilipino. Paglaganap ng iligal na droga. Ang mga buhay na nabuwis sa extrajudicial killings. At ang mga kahindig-hindig na krimen na umabaw mula sa operasyon ng mga pogo.
Hindi po ako spy.
Nagsunod-sunod ang mga revelasyon ng mga pinakatatagong katiwalian.
You applied for a license from PAGCOR to operate what?
To operate Pogo po.
Yun!
The Quadcom was born out of a most interesting discovery. Mukhang may natisod po kami. Mukhang may koneksyon at pare-pareho ang cast of characters. The criminal enterprise has penetrated us and has been operating with quiet impunity. Nagsimula na silang kamkamin ang lupa na dapat para sa Pilipino. Para sa Pilipino lamang.
We were able to establish the ties between the owner of the warehouse where the shabu was discovered, Empire 999, and companies like Golden Sun, Fullwin, Piley Estate, etc., which involves the name of Mr. Eddie Yang and Mr. Michael Yang, if you recall, Chairman Fernandez.
And also considering, Mr. Chairman, that this unified investigation that are being conducted by this Quadcom and 4 different committees, and we were able to touch yung interlinkage of these issues to the illegal drugs.
Binuksan ang mga kasong matagal nang isinara at pinakinggan ang mga boses na matagal nang pinatahimik.
May ipatatrabaho ako sa iyo. Tulungan ka rin namin na makalaya. Pangakong yun, hanggang matapos ang administrasyon, hindi kami tinulungan na lumabas.
Anong reason ba to umiyak, Jimmy Guman? Dahil kaming dalawa pareho pang buhay.
At isa lang ang naging punot dulo nito.